Hey everybody, it's Drew. Here I'm going to show you the 4 collaborative tools that I was looking for. You can see on my Symbaloo page I have quite an extensive collection of sharing collabs and OERs here. But I chose to choose 4. Some I use in my classroom towards the end of the student's 2nd grade year, and a couple of these are new to me, so I'll just kind of go in and show you what they look like. The first one I chose was Canva because I haven't ever really used it. I just signed up for it, but you can see that you can go in. It's very similar to Adobe Spark. For me, that's good because that's Adobe Spark is really what I prefer to use with my students because they have access to it with 365. But you can go in here and you can see I just made a template, and you can create a presentation as you go down through. You can continue to add pages, so on and so forth. The cool thing about this though is that you can share. I can go in and I can type in someone's email, and it will allow others to view and edit. So we can collaborate on the same project at the same time to create a presentation, whether you're doing project-based learning or just an individual and you just want to get some feedback on it. So that's Canva. And then the next one is Adobe Spark. I know we've done Adobe Spark video before in the last module, but for this one I'm going to show you some of the projects that my students have created in Adobe Spark that I've helped them with, that they've helped each other with. The only thing about Adobe Spark is you can't collaborate in real time at the same time. You have to, while one person's working on it, you have to wait till they're out of it to get in. You can see over here projects, and Adobe Spark's my go-to. You can see here I did a video for this class. I did a poster for our PBIS Kona ICE expectations. I did one on digital learning in a pandemic. Some flyers, a project about the moon, and then my kids have also done one like this one about going to the pool. And I'll have some pictures below here of some student examples when they use Spark. But you can go in and you can share. So I have several that are shared with me, which is really cool. You can see a lot of my kids' moon projects. One's on famous people like Jackie Robinson, so they were able to put these in here, and then I could help them collaborate, leave some feedback and stuff like that for them. The next one I wasn't very familiar with either, but I had heard about it on Twitter as part of my PLN, so I kind of wanted to check it out. It wasn't on the list of Bloom's, but it's Miro, M-I-R-O. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Anyway, it lets you go in and you can pull up, like if these kids are mapping, you can go in and you can pull up certain concept maps. So here I chose one and I can move it around if I choose. And let's say they're starting to write a narrative or something. They have their title here. All right, paragraph 1 could be here, paragraph 2, and their details that go inside of those paragraphs, their detailed sentences, and to help them formulate that. They have all kinds of these. The cool thing about this is if they're writing a story together, they can go in, they can click share, and they can invite collaborators. You can go in, I can type in their email address, it'll send it to them, and then it will let you all work together. And the cool thing about this one is it will let you work together in real time. So I may say, hey, I'm going to take paragraph 1 in purple. Let me work on the introduction. Let me work on what's happening first, say in a butterfly life cycle, which is what we're doing in science. And they'll go in and they can start, hey, here's the first stage, second stage, third stage, fourth stage. So they can kind of be experts in their own little thing there. So that this one I thought was pretty cool because it actually gives you formulated maps with sticky notes, and you can see you can move it around. The last one I've used, and I really like this, I use this over Flipgrid for my 2nd graders because Flipgrid kind of gets a little complicated and they get lost in making videos, and that's what they want to do versus keeping their sight on the goal. So you can see here I've got several kids who have turned in some on famous people. This is my class from last year. You can see they were doing Jackie Robinson, Jimmy Carter. Some were doing some in math, or in reading about an aquarium they were reading about. And I've also, below this video, there's going to be a couple student examples of some Padlets that were made in my class. So these are the 4 collaboration tools that I chose to explore. Like I said, 2 I've used before, and I just think they're really good. They apply well to my 2nd grade kids. And the other two are two that I'm brand new to and wanted to explore and find out how they could be used. I really like this Miro, however you want to say it, and Canva. But Canva and Spark are very similar, and my students are used to Spark, so I've been more inclined to use that. But I hope this helps you out, and I hope maybe you find a tool that will help you in your classroom. Thanks.